Isaac, what's up, man?
I'm doing good. What about you?
Oh, I'm doing awesome. Doing really well.
That's good to hear. Thank you for sitting down with me.
Oh, of course, man. Of course. I'm glad you reached out.
Yeah. How's spring training going?
Prime season spring training's been going well. We have played five inter squads so far, and there have been lots of cool things. They're going well. Um, yeah, it's been a fun time. Fun time playing banana ball for the first time, at least in my life. So it's been fun.
That's cool to hear. Are the inner squads against the tailgaters or are they against the firefighters as well?
It's a good question. Yeah, so the inter I should say, scrimmages, not inter squads. So Texas Tailgaters play the firefighters right now. Yeah.
Cool. How many times have you beaten the firefighters?
I think the overall record is 3-1-1. So we won three, we lost one, and then we tied one, but didn't do showdowns because of there's a bananas party animals game after us. So
Oh, cool. Do you
yeah.
guys get to go to those party animals and bananas games or do you just get to go home after?
So we have the option to go to them, and it's actually a really cool opportunity to do so because we get to dress up in our uniforms and be our characters and go out and create fans at the bananas and party animals game. So it's been a really cool opportunity to do that.
Dude, that's really cool.
Yeah. How about you, man? Where you're West Coast, right?
Yes.
Where in the West Coast are you from?
I'm in Gilbert, Arizona.
Oh, cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude,
Really
it's
cool.
perfect outside right now.
Yeah, and what was the idea to create this? Like this is a really cool idea to have to interview guys.
Dude, I appreciate that. So, I've actually been asked this a lot, and I started this April last year, so just over a year. And to
Hmm.
be honest, I don't know exactly what made me reach out to all the players, but what I think it came down to was I went to a banana ball game once, thought it was really cool, and I've always had this like slight temptation to interview people. Even I was young, I was like, "How's your day going?" Like with the fake microphone.
Yeah.
I think I just started reaching out to players. They started answering, and then we started doing it. But also, my grandpa's dad used to be a broadcaster for the big leagues, so
Oh,
I
wow.
think it's kind of in my bloodline.
Yeah, I can already tell you have a very good voice and you have a very good way of just communicating with people just in the our first initial 2 minute conversation. So I give you props for doing this, man. It's not easy. So big props to you. And I had another question for you. And actually, I closed my door real quick.
Yeah, thank you for those, by the way.
Yeah. Another question was Corbin Carroll fan club. Is Corbin Carroll your favorite player?
Yeah, I'm a diehard Corbin Carroll fan.
He's so cool, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fast, he's speed, he can hit well.
Yeah, my dad sent me a story on him of his like pre-draft process. And that's how I became a fan of him because they talked about that it wasn't just about all about baseball, but his family and his faith is where grounds him, roots him, and where he got to today. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite baseball team or player?
I have a favorite baseball team and player. Yeah, I love the Boston Red Sox because I grew up in the Boston area. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
all
cool.
Boston sport teams. And my favorite player is Brock Holt. Do you know the name Brock Holt at
Yeah,
all?
the lefty.
Yeah, lefty hitter, utility player. So I love him. He is awesome. Utility guy, does it all. He's a great father from what I can tell from a point of view from all other guys and everything on social media. Seems like a great teammate. And I don't know, I just for a reason, more story on that later on maybe, but I just really liked who he was as a player in person.
Dude, that's a cool answer because the Red Sox teams have been stacked. They like Mookie Betts, David Ortiz. Like that's a good answer.
Yeah. Brock Holt's my guy.
Cool. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we have an interview with Jonathan Luderes. Is that how you say it?
Looters.
Luders, my bad.
You're good.
Uh, Thank you for sitting down and doing this with me.
Oh, of course, Isaac. This is an awesome thing that you have going on here, asking questions, interviewing guys. So I've been honored to be asked by you to be on this. So thank you.
Anytime. Could you please tell me about your role with the Texas Tailgaters?
Sure. So I'm a first year player with the newest team in Banana Ball, the Texas Tailgaters, and I will probably be playing primarily second base this year with them. So I'm super excited for that.
Cool. What made you want to try out?
Yeah, that's a good question. I just finished up college this past year, and I was looking to do the professional baseball route, playing indie ball or professional affiliated ball in some capacity. And I was playing in a local amateur league in my hometown of, or I guess my home state, Massachusetts. And I hurt my knee a little bit, so I couldn't pursue the pro ball route for the rest of that summer. This was just after the college season ended, and wasn't like a super bad injury or anything like that, but enough to keep me out from playing. And I saw the Bananas and the Party Animals play at Fenway Park, where the Boston Red Sox play.
Did you
And I was
go to
like,
that
wow.
game?
I saw him on TV, I should say. I saw him on
Cool.
TV. And I was like, wow, like that's pretty cool. Like, what's that all about? And I knew a little bit about the Bananas, but not too much. And I looked more into it, saw there was an application my mom actually brought up to me. I was like, all right, I'm gonna look into this and fill this out. And I saw and read more about what the organization was all about. They're about standing out, they're about doing things differently. And I resonate with that. And I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm like, all right, well, how can I stand out? How can I do things differently? And I always knew how to unicycle, and I can get into that later on. And I said, you know what? I'm going to learn how to hit on the unicycle. So then from there on, I learned how to hit on the unicycle. And through the getting attention and standing out, the organization reached out and I got a tryout. And I was super lucky to go to the tryout in Philadelphia. And they liked what they saw, and here I am today. So very blessed and very fortunate to be here in Savannah, Georgia, in the Banana Ball organization.
Dude, that's really cool. The injuries like that suck because you're injured, but you'll know you'll come back. But at some point, your season has to end, and I feel like most of the injuries are right before it ends, so you have to wait a whole summer before coming back.
Yeah, it was, to be honest though, Isaac, it's probably a blessing in disguise because who knows what could have happened, and if I went to play pro ball, I could have hurt it even worse. Because I
Mhm.
probably could have pushed through in some capacity, but I wanted to preserve my health best I could. And who knows, if I could still be playing professional baseball, affiliate ball, or any ball right now, and not have this opportunity in banana ball if I hadn't gotten injured. So, uh, sometimes stuff happens for a reason, and I think that God had His hand in all of this, and He wants me right here, right now. So very lucky for that.
Yeah, God works in amazing ways.
He does, amen.
Oh, what made you think to ride your unicycle at the tryouts?
Good question again. Yeah, so I had an awesome gym teacher in fourth grade teach myself, my fellow classmates, in a before school unicycle club of all things, how
Wow.
to unicycle. And from fourth grade on, I knew how to unicycle. And when I saw the Red Sox, or when I saw the Bananas and Party Animals play at Fenway Park, I thought, man, like that, and reading more about the organizations, as I said before, they're all about standing out. So, man, I want to stand out, but how can I do that? And I thought about my skill about riding a unicycle, and I didn't think anyone had been riding a unicycle at the Banana Ball game. So I thought, you know what, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can stand out and be my thing. And that what kind of clicked in my head. Like, I'm going to learn how to do it and learn how to idle, which is staying in place. And I'm eventually going to learn how to hold a bat. Then eventually from there, I'm going to learn how to swing. So kind of kept on stair stepping up. And before you know it, over the course of a month, I learned how to hit on the unicycle. And that's the story about how I got to be able to do it. And then Irish brought with me to the tryout, and it went well.
Dude, that's really cool. How
Yeah,
long
thanks.
did it take you to learn the unicycle?
When I was in fourth grade originally, I don't really know exactly how long, but I think we did this unicycle club thing before school about twice a week. I think it was about a month for me to learn.
Dude, that's
And
crazy.
yeah, but anyone can learn. I tell people it's not like rocket science. Like we have to understand a lot of hard, complex concepts. You just have to be willing to keep on falling down and getting back up, literally on the unicycle.
Yeah,
And eventually your body will figure out the balance and you'll be able to ride. So I would say now, if you do about an hour a day for 2 weeks, you'll get it, or 30 minutes over a month, you'll get it. Anyone can
cool.
do it.
Do you run when you like get a hit? Because now you can say you can hit with it, which is crazy. Do you
Yeah.
run with it or do you like drop it and then sprint to first?
So at first I was gonna hit and then ride to first base, but I'm faster on 2 feet than I am on one wheel. So what I'm gonna do moving forward is I'm gonna hit and then hop off and run because I've been doing a pretty good job consistently of making contact, but then I want to hop off and run so I can beat it out, get a single, or hopefully go for two on the unicycle. So
Dude, that's kind of absurd. You're hitting with the unicycle. That's sick.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm glad that Banana Ball is giving me the opportunity to do this because obviously in regular baseball this would never happen. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool, and I'm glad it's standing out. I'm glad that people are enjoying it, and it's something that I can bring to Banana Ball.
Do you think you will use your unicycle on defense or offense only?
Ooh, I think mostly offense, but I have dabbled a little bit with pitching, a little bit, but I don't. I mean, for defensive like in the field, like I haven't used it. No, I might need to get a really long glove so I can reach down to the ground because I hitting I can hit and the strike zone will be adjusted to me, but feeling around balls, the
That's
balls
tough
above
on
going
two
around the
feet.
ground. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So you pitch also too, right?
I not like I haven't pitched since the league, but like I can like throw the ball off the unicycle a little bit. Not super fast, but we'll mix it in.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll see. We'll see. No promises there, but mostly hitting and then who knows, maybe pitching too.
Cool. So the Bananas have Dakota Stilts, who is known for his stilts, and now you came along with your unicycle. Do you think in a couple years people will look up at you and be like, "Dang, he's riding on a unicycle. That's cool. That's almost as cool as stilts."
Man, I think stilts will always be the coolest. My first time meeting Dakota, he was super nice, super down to earth, just very genuine human being. And what he's done with the stilts has brought so much attention to Banana Ball. So I got to give a lot of credit to him. And he actually is the first person to ride a unicycle in Banana Land. He knows how to ride a unicycle.
Really?
He does the stilts thing, yeah, but he can also ride a unicycle. So he's the OG if it comes down to it, really. But I'd be honored if people thought like, oh, he's like Stilts, he's riding the unicycle because Stilts is such a mainstay in Banana Ball, and to be thought
Yeah.
of like that would be an honor.
Cool. Have you like given Stilts any tips yet, or is he giving you any tips on how to ride the unicycle?
We just kind of just had fun riding it. Like I got off. He hadn't ridden it in a long time, so then but he picked it back up like riding a bike, and he was able to go. So
Wow.
he uh he's pretty talented in a lot of ways. But we were just having fun. Yeah.
Cool. Uh, have you worked on any spring training or any trick plays this spring training?
Yes, quite a few. I'm trying to get a few down. That'll be like my main staple plays that I can, or signature plays that I can do pretty regularly. But if you want for specific plays I'm working on, I'm kicking the ball a lot. I have a soccer background, and
Oh,
I think
dang.
I'll use that to my advantage with kicking the baseball up to me and catching it and throwing it, and then just a lot between my legs, behind my back, and trying to just have as much fun as I can with the trick plays and get creative.
Cool. What goes into like deciding what you want to do for a trick play? Because I
Mm,
mean, the backflip catches and stuff are really cool, but there's already a lot of people that do it, and you kind of banana ball wants more variety. So how do you
right.
decide what to do?
It's a really, really good question. And we talk about this a lot as banana ball athletes because there's some times where certain plays you can't do a trick play that you want to do. Like you might have an idea in your head, like, okay, the ball's hit to my left, I'm gonna do this play. Or if it hit to my right, I'm gonna do this play instead. But there's some times where you can't really plan it and
Yeah,
you have to go run out and just make a normal catch because it's too far out of reach, something like that. But for me personally, I'm trying to have preset a few that I want to have like done, but sometimes the game, when the ball's hit to you, you just do whatever first comes to your head. At least that's for me right now, being a banana ball rookie. I'm
yeah,
sure maybe as I've gone on and I talk to more veterans who have been in this organization for a long time, they'll say like, hey, pretty soon you gotta think, okay, ball hits my right, I'm gonna do this play and make it happen. But right now I'm kind of more running off instinct and what's subconsciously already there.
cool. So mentioning that sometime you won't do a trick play because the ball's too far to your right or left.
Right.
Do you think there will ever be a scenario where like you guys are up in the bottom of the ninth and you're only up by one run, so rather than risk a trick play miss, you'll just field it regularly?
Yeah, I think that these are good bandball IQ questions for sure. And I to that question, 100%, at least in my eyes, is like if you can do a simple trick and get it over to first base, that's fine because you want to get the out at the end of the day. Because
Yeah,
the most important thing is winning the ball game.
yeah,
But the banana ball game, sorry. But you also want to get trick plays. because right now the trick plays aren't worth anything in terms of points or any sort of other value. They're just more for entertainment. And for us banana ball players, we're trying to push the envelope and make as many trick plays as we can and make them as creative as we can. But all things aside, we want to win the ball game. So there's more like a banana ball feel kind of thing where if it's the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, we're up by a run, I'm not going to break out my most complicated trick play, more or
Yeah,
less. I'm gonna sometimes some guys do, and it's super impressive. But for me, as I'm learning, like I want to make sure I get the out. So I might just do something really simple, like a simple trick play instead of a really complex one.
cool. Is there a certain number of trick plays you want to hit this year?
Ooh, good question. When we were talking before about the questions for this, you said about my goals for this season,
Yeah.
and I haven't really had too many goals like written down, so I need to like have that written down. So you've inspired me there. But the number of trick plays, I don't have a specific number. I would like to do new trick plays that haven't been done in Banana Land, and I have a few
Oh,
that like I
cool.
think would be cool to be doing in game that haven't been done. So I think to answer your question goals wise, to do the trick plays that haven't been done, to be a
Cool.
bar raiser, as they say in this organization, to help push the envelope of what trick plays are, to do things that have people haven't seen before. So for a goal for there's a couple trick plays I have that I don't think people have seen before. I want to do those. As for the number of trick plays, I have to look at what the other guys do typically in a season and see where I can go from there. Because obviously for me, like I don't start till May 24th with the tailgaters and firefighters, as the bananas and party animals are been playing for a while. So I might have
Yeah,
a little less than those guys. So yeah. Yeah, yeah.
cool. What has impressed you the most with this Tailgaters organization?
Ooh, with the tailgaters in particular,
Yeah,
I think the people that we have, this goes to everyone in Banana Land, but the people we have in the Texas Tailgaters, from our head coach Mick to our assistant coaches Bart and Penny, they set a really good tone across the board. And Mick has, being from Texas, like just embracing everything about Banana Land from he been a coach, a head coach or manager in the professional baseball for over 40 years. Think about that,
dang.
40 years of managing professional baseball. And he comes over to Banana Land and like he is letting his personality shine. And it's so cool because
Yeah,
for us, we follow that up. Like we let our personality shine. And he sets a really good standard for all of us to not only be ourselves and be creative and I guess just be free in playing and he creates a really good environment that way. But he also helps us like off the field, off the field things as well. Like he talked about his faith a lot, which is super important. And I marvel at the way that he's going about his first year in Banana Ball as I'm doing it because he sets such a good standard. So big shout out to Mick there. And then just from all the players, like we had three guys, Jordan Hussein, Zach Blankenship, and Taj Porter come over from the party animals to be the leaders of this banana ball team, the Texas Tailgaters, and they have done a phenomenal job of leading us not only on the field but also off the field as well. So those guys, the all the guys on the team have been awesome, and those four individuals have really set an amazing tone for us.
cool. So that's kind of the thing. Head coach, if it's a great head coach, it's awesome because if Mick was timid, then you wouldn't want to go out and do a trick play because you're scared you're gonna miss it. But since
Right.
he embraces banana ball, you can just go, and if you miss it, so what?
Exactly. And he also understands too that life is bigger than just banana ball. And for his point of view, it's not about how well you can do in the game. Obviously, we want obviously we want to win, we want to do well, but he also understands like after the game, you need to be really present with all the fans that came there
Yeah,
and took their time and paid money to see you play, and he understands that, and again, sets an amazing standard.
cool. So I saw that you beat your coach, Mick, on in golf. Is this gonna be a regular occurrence where you play?
No, so I've actually only golfed once before,
Really?
but and what's not shown in that video, which I should have said, and I should when I had to talk to I have a buddy who helps me edit my videos, and I should have said this, but Mick gave me a bunch of pointers after the first game on how to chip. For reference, for anyone that's not seen the video, it's a Mick, our head coach, has a little chipping target, and
Yeah,
there's a different target. Like there's a 5 point target on both in the bottom, 25 in the middle, and two tens in the top. and we were just chipping. And on the after one of our practices, playing like a chipping competition, we played 3 games. And the first game I got smoked. He was on fire, and I was just trying to learn. And then after that, he gave me some pointers on like where to put my hands, where the ball should be relative to my feet, and all this stuff. And I kind of got a really good feel. So he helped me. He helped me beat him in the chipping game. But I do not golf personally, like on the golf course. I'll play mini golf, but I guess just having a feel and having a good coach helped me out with my chip game. So
Cool. Now that you know a little pointers, do you think you'll go on the golf course at all?
maybe I don't know though. Maybe after banana ball and baseball is done, but I don't even own a set of golf clubs, so I have to get on that.
Cool. Who has taught you the most so far in your banana ball career?
Ooh, I could say different guys from different teams, but I'm gonna stick with just the tailgaters for right now because there's from the firefighters, party animals, and the bananas. There's been so many guys that taught me so many different things that helped me in my banana ball career, especially my first season. But Jordan Hussein has taught me the most, I think, because he plays shortstop, I play second base, and we're playing a very similar position with the middle infield, and just talking trick plays, talking banana ball IQ, when to do trick plays, when not to, seeing how even when he's not like actually teaching me stuff, to see how he goes about his business in playing the game and how he interacts with fans and sets a really good tone. He's very fans first. And
Yeah,
I've learned a lot from him on what he's actually teaching me and what I see from him and how he goes about his business. So Jordan Hussein would be my answer.
cool. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, even shortstops and second basemen, they're awesome because middle infield and they're always talking.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Do you have are you a shortstop second baseman yourself or
I personally play second,
nice?
because our shortstop is just incredible. It's crazy. But yeah,
Second basemans are important. Don't underestimate them.
yep.
That's
Yeah, I
right.
like to think I'm Ketel Marte, but
Let's go. He's awesome.
who do you think will be the hardest pitcher to face in Banana Ball?
It's funny because the first person I just thought of was Stilts because people have talked about how hard he is to hit from like the height. So
Oh yeah.
no one else is throwing like that. You have guys that are taller than other guys, but to have someone that's 10, 11 feet tall throwing it is pretty tough. So and Coach Rack made a video about hitting off stilts and he said it was pretty difficult. So I'm gonna think stilts, but I don't know about other guys. Once I face everyone, I'll have an idea of who'd be tough and who wouldn't be. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. Everyone's gonna be tough because everyone's a really good pitcher. It's
Yeah.
just gonna be a battle every time. No one's not gonna be tough. That's a silly thing to say.
That's the thing, because like some people think Banana Ball's easy because it's trick plays and dancing, but most of you guys either came out of college or in the minors, so it's legit pitching and stuff.
That's a really good point you just made, Isaac. Really good point. And something that I didn't really understand coming in here is how competitive it is.
Yeah.
Because all these guys that you said came right from college or came from the professional baseball. In fact, I think we have a couple guys that actually played in the major leagues for a little bit and came
Yeah.
down and played banana ball now. So everyone that is playing banana ball is very good at baseball. And that's not like to, and I think fans don't quite understand that until they actually see a game like, oh, this is actually really good baseball. When they see the first pitch and it comes in at 92, 93 miles an hour, like, oh my gosh, like this is legit baseball. And we're definitely trying to win. We're definitely really trying to compete with each other. So it's a high quality baseball for sure, but in banana ball.
Yeah. So let's say a fan has never watched a game in person and they're
Mhm.
talking crap, saying they'll cook, like it's not real baseball. In
Yeah.
10 plate appearances, how many hits are they getting?
The fan,
Yeah.
how many, if they've never played baseball before, they're not getting any hits.
Yeah, that's fair because that ball's moving 90 and yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
If they've played baseball, sure, maybe they get some hits, but all depends on the individual. But yeah, it's not to go underestimated. The banana ball is competitive for sure.
Yeah. Which player's character fits Banana Ball the best?
Ooh. Well, I think everyone in their own personality fits banana ball, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's so many different personalities out there, and there's some people that have more louder personalities, like Ty Jackson, and there's some people that have more quieter personalities, but they all fit banana ball in their own way because they're themselves and they're free to express themselves in that way.
Yeah,
But
they all make
I
banana
think,
ball what it is.
yeah, 100%. Ty Jackson, I think, for his personality and the way he goes about just interacting with fans and he has a louder personality. It's much more out there, but people love that. So I think Ty Jackson's one guy. Um, I mean, to say what I said before, everyone in their own right, uh, they make what banana ball is. So
Yeah, dude, Ty is legit. He dyed his hair purple and orange for Clemson. That was cool.
yeah, wasn't that pretty cool?
Yeah, that was super cool.
Did you watch that Clemson game? Did you enjoy it?
I watched the highlights on it on YouTube because I was actually in a tournament while you were playing, but I was
Okay.
watching the highlights.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it was a crazy game. Imagine playing on a field of 190 feet when you're a professional baseball player. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude, because like when I saw the highlights, a couple balls that I thought were pop-ups to the shortstop went over the left field wall. I was like, what?
Yep, true. True.
Were you
Crazy.
watching that game by chance?
I was, yeah. It was a lot of fun to watch. We watched the whole Tailgater team watch it together.
Cool. Which stadium are you most excited to sell out this year?
Mm. The first one that popped in my head was Philly, the Citizens Bank Park, because my family and friends, that's my hometown game this year because I'm from the Boston area and
Yeah,
Philadelphia is the closest place we play to Boston. So not only is it a major league ballpark, but the Philadelphia fans are diehard to say the least. And for not only have their fan base there, but to also have my family and friends there, I'm super stoked for that game.
dude, that's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, super excited. Really neat.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks are in Philly right now, so I was watching the game yesterday and I was like, dang, that's a nice stadium.
It's very nice. And the Philly fans are
They're
diehard.
brutal.
They're crazy. Yeah, in a good way. In a good
Yeah,
way.
I remember in the 23 playoffs, they were trash talking everyone, and it was like,
Hey, but hey, your Diamondbacks beat them in game seven.
exactly. So that's when Phillies fans are talking crap after yesterday. I'm like, I'd rather take the postseason win.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, those Diamondbacks that year were awesome.
Yep, snakes alive.
Snakes a lot. I love it. Love it.
We eventually lost to the Rangers, but we made it.
Made a World Series. That's something that a lot of teams can't say.
Yeah. How are the Red Sox doing this year, by the way? Do you know?
I haven't followed too closely, to be honest, since I've been down here. I'm a little old school. I actually read the newspaper back home,
Oh,
but
really?
when I'm down here, yeah, I don't really keep up as much. But I think they're doing okay. I heard that Tristan Casas had a really bad injury recently, which is
Oh, he
upsetting
did?
to hear. Yeah, but I think they're doing okay. But they have the pieces, in my opinion, offensively. But pitching wise, I'm not sure as much. But I think they're doing well. But we'll see. We'll see. I think they have a good chance to make the playoffs and compete. But we'll see as the season goes on.
Cool. So we kind of touched this earlier, but what are your goals for this season?
Yeah, I think doing the trick plays that people haven't seen before is one. I have a few of those I think will be unique to me that I can bring to Banana Ball. I think an actual number of trick plays, I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Cool.
But besides that, I think getting a hit on the unicycle would be awesome. I've gotten one in spring training, which is good, prime season. So I know it's possible. I know it's possible to do it, but to do it in an actual season will be awesome. So that's one goal. I think that's it for right now. I need to write down a few more. So you inspired me there. So thank you.
Cool. Yeah, no problem. Let's do some Texas Tailgaters questions if you're down.
Let's do it. I'm down.
What is the best cookout meal?
Just a good old fashioned burger.
Really? That's a good answer.
No ketchup, no nothing. Just good old fashioned burger cooked
You
well.
don't put
Yep.
anything on it?
Nothing on it. Maybe some salt and pepper a little bit, but some seasoning, but no ketchup or anything. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's a little crazy though.
I mean, I don't mind a burger. Like you can put a bun and pickles and tomato and all that, but I think a good old fashioned burger is good.
Yeah, the best burger is ketchup, tomato, mustard, and I put some lettuce on there.
All right. I respect it. I respect it.
Do you go with the burger side of tater tots or fries?
I think tater tots. Tater tots.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
All right, good. I'm glad.
Who on the team would cook the best burger for the pregame?
Oh, Jordan Hussein. He is great on the grill. I've seen that both in person and also he has some stuff on social media too. He talks about it. So he's a great chef when it comes to the grill.
I'll have to ask him about that in a couple of weeks because I have him on next weekend.
Oh, let's go. Awesome. He's a great dude. You'll love him.
Cool. So what are the top three cookout songs?
Oh man. Well, any song played by Jason Art, who's our singer this year, is gonna be a great song. So I'm just gonna go with that. Any song by Jason Art.
Cool. Yeah, that Tailgaters band is gonna be good this year.
It's gonna be super cool. And we played yesterday before and after, or the band played before and yesterday after the band ball game, and it was awesome. They crushed it.
Cool. Is it just Tailgaters players or is it like banana players like Dalton Malden too?
So it's just tailgate players. So
Oh, cool.
it's Trey Jones, Jason Art, Jimmy Strings, or also his name is James Tobble, but Jimmy Strings, um, Rodrigo Sanchez, and there's one more. I think it's Jimmy. They had like I think Jimmy's brother, James's brother, also came in as a bass player, but they're all players. Like they all
Dude,
like
that's
Trey
so
plays the
cool.
outfield, like James pitches. Like so it's pretty cool. They're all baseball players who played the band too.
That's so cool.
Yeah, pretty neat.
So let's say you're gonna start a banana ball team from
Hmm.
scratch. First
Yep.
of all, what would you name the team?
This is a solid question. I might name them the heroes
Oh, dude, that's a cool name.
because you have like first responders, policemen, but we also have the firefighters too. So I guess that would interfere. But just to honor like all, because at the band ball games they do a thing with it's thank you for all the military, thank you for all the teachers, thank you for all the first
Yeah.
responders, policemen, and then everyone stands up as their if military, all of them stand up, teachers, all of them stand up, firefighter, policemen. So like we all like applaud the first responders, and I think it'd be cool to have like a team named off that because they're all heroes in our community. So I think the heroes would be a cool thing.
Dude, that would be really cool.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
So who knows?
yeah, maybe. Uh, so let's say you need three players to start the team. Which three are you taking from current banana ball?
Hmm. I think I'm gonna go with the leaders of the tailgaters again right now. I'm gonna go with Taj Porter, Zach Blankenship, and Jordan Hussein because they've been doing banana ball for a long time and they all represent what banana ball is super well. So I think those three guys would be an awesome start because they're doing such a good job with us.
Dude, that's cool because they can lead. If they can lead that team, they can lead your team for sure.
Ex- 100%. 100%. They've been awesome.
What do you think will be the weirdest thing to sign this year that you will be asked to sign?
Maybe someone's forehead. That's already happened, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what after the banana ball games in the plaza, like all the teams, firefighters, tailgaters, if we were there or outside in the plaza and in uniform, and I think one person asked me for their forehead. I was like, "Is that you sure you want that?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, cool."
So the banana ball game I went to, the person next to me, I don't remember who was signing, but they asked him to sign an Alexa,
Really?
like the robot. It was so weird.
That's a very unique thing to sign, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, how did you even get that in the
I
stadium?
know, like, what are you bringing that in for? There's no
Yeah.
need.
Now we're gonna do a couple rapid fire questions if you're good.
Well, I'm good. Let's do it.
How many unread text messages do you have?
Right now, one.
Yeah. One?
Yep.
Cool. So you don't try and like you don't leave them on red?
I try to respond back to people, but I don't have my notifications on or anything like that. So I try to check at designated times throughout the day instead of just constantly checking. That's a work in progress.
Yeah, that's good because I get texted a lot while I'm in school and I can't start right away, so
Yeah, just wait till after school. There's no rush.
yep. What is your most used app on your phone?
Ooh, besides messages, probably an app called One Sec. It actually prevents me from going on apps like Instagram, TikTok, all those things. When I click on Instagram, this app called One Sec, it pops up and makes me take a deep breath. Like it blocks Instagram, take a deep breath before I can go on it. So I use that probably throughout the day whenever I'm going on different apps. Yeah, it's a
Dude,
really
that's
good app.
really cool.
Yeah, it's called One Sec. I recommend it.
Is it on the
Really
App
good.
Store?
On the App Store, it's called so one like number one and then Sec SEC.
Yeah, I'm getting that for sure. Thank you.
Great app. Yep, high recommend.
What is your favorite breakfast cereal?
Cheerios. I haven't had them in a while though, but Cheerios.
Yeah, I haven't had cereal in a while either, but
Yeah, I lived on Cheerios when I was younger. I loved them.
Cool. What is your favorite time of the day?
Like early morning or when sunset happens, because the sunrise or sunset, sunrise or sunset. Just think it's a really pretty time of the day.
It's so cool with the sky and the way it's setting
Yeah,
behind the
right?
trees.
Pretty cool. Very neat.
Which teammate is most likely to go to bed before 8:30?
Probably Nelson Smith, because he's in law school, and I think he's been very consistent with his bedtime. So Nelson, yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, he's an incredible human being. You should have him on here as well. He's awesome.
Cool. That's all I got for you. Do you have anything for me?
Oh, dude, this has been awesome. I'm super happy and honored again that you invited me to be on your show today, and keep up what you're doing, man. I think it's awesome what you can do with a platform like this. So keep working, and I'm trying to think of anything I got for you. Tell me, oh, I got you. Ready? In the time we got left, tell me why you're a Corbin Carroll fan.
Ooh. So I've been following the Diamondbacks since I've been watching them since I was two. Probably
Hmm.
about 5 or 6, I became diehard. And 21 through about 20 second half of 23 was terrible. We lost
Hmm.
110 games,
Yeah,
and I mean, it was kind of brutal to watch games, I'm not gonna lie. So I just remember looking at our top prospects, and Kerr was like number 3 in 2021. And I was like, dude, this guy can hit. He's fast. We're gonna see
yeah,
where this guy goes. And I just started following him down on the farm. Um, and then I've loved him ever since he came to the big leagues.
that's awesome. Love
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
he's
he.
probably my dream player to get on my podcast.
Oh, hey, keep it on then. Write it down. Make it happen. That'd be
Yep.
awesome. That'd be really, really cool.
Yeah, I think he has like 1,000 unread messages in his DMs right now from me, but
That's funny. Well, I'm glad that I saw your DM and made this happen. That's really good. That's
yeah,
really
dude,
good.
thank you for doing this. You were an amazing guest.
Oh, of course, man. Isaac, you've been awesome. So keep this up, and I'm sure we'll be in touch in the future.
Cool, yeah. Actually, I have one last question if that's okay.
Yeah.
So I started it this year. I do a like recap of the bananas month from like
Yeah.
April with
Yep.
a bunch of players. If I reach out and schedule a date, would you be down to join it with a couple other players?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me
Thank you.
know. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate you.
Isaac, you got it, man. Cool. Cool. Good stuff.
Great. Good luck rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I'll talk to you soon.
Anytime. Thank you again.
You got it.
You can leave and then I'll stop it.
Awesome. All right, man. Hey, thank you again. I really appreciate it. Hold on, make sure I leave here. There we go.
Yeah,
All
no
right, man.
problem. Thank
Talk to you
you.